The movie is a must-watch for food lovers, film buffs, and anyone looking for a little motivation to chase their dreams.
Is that for us?
That's for us.
The whole line's for us?
Can you believe that? Oh my God.
All right, so I guess we gotta cook some food.
Gotta cook some food.
All right, so you good with prep?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get through this. You ready?
And today we're making the mouth-watering beef and turkey capuano sandwich from the movie Chef.
Well, he wanted to rediscover what made him love the craft originally.
Exactly. I can taste a bit of like barbecue.
I was wondering what the sweetness was.
Yeah. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Film and Flavor. I'm Zain Hasan.
Hello everyone, I'm Ahmed Zayani, and today we're diving into a heartwarming, delicious, and downright inspiring film, Chef, written, directed, and starring Jon Favreau. The movie is a must-watch for food lovers, film buffs, and anyone looking for a little motivation to chase their dreams.
Chef tells the story of Carl Casper, a talented but creatively stifled chef who hits a bit of a professional and personal rock bottom. After a public altercation with a food critic, Carl decides to take control of his career and life by opening a food truck, serving up delicious and simple dishes, and rediscovering his love for cooking.
That's right. It's more than just a cooking movie. It's really about finding your passion, taking risks, and the importance of family. Carl's journey is one of self-discovery and reconnection, not only with his craft, but with his son, Percy, played by MJ Anthony. The way they bonded over food, his food truck, is one of the most heartwarming parts of the film.
And it's all about the joy of cooking with love and authenticity. I mean, there's something so refreshing about watching Carl shift from this Michelin-starred high-pressure kitchen to a more relaxed, creative environment where he can cook what he wants. The food truck represents a fresh start and the freedom to experiment.
Absolutely. I think Chef is one of those films that is infinitely accessible, right?
Yes, I mean, I feel like it's the type of film that you watch once and it kind of sticks with you throughout your entire life.
And I think that is owed a lot to what Jon Favreau was able to do in front of the screen and behind it. Because who would have thought that a guy who had bit parts in shows like Friends was going to become one of the most prolific directors under the Disney umbrella?
Not me, honestly.
Absolutely not.
I remember I first got introduced to Jon Favreau through Iron Man, I believe. He was in Iron Man 1 and all of the Iron Mans. So seeing him star in his very own movie as the lead role was something that was a bit shocking to me, but also not so, because he did acquire that talent. And I saw the spark even while watching Friends.
True. And I love the fact that he's able to balance being the writer, the director, and the star of the movie quite well, because that's not an easy task. Just being a director, that itself takes a toll on you, because the responsibility of the entire set is on your shoulders. Add to that being in front of the camera as well and directing your own self. That is a challenge.
The fact is, you work for me in my restaurant, right? I've had chefs before you in this kitchen. I'll have chefs after you, okay?
All right, good talk. Let me get back to work.
You know who's coming tonight. We're being reviewed by the most important critic in the city.
Yes.
You know that his
I'm aware.
online blog was sold to AOL
For $10 million.
That's right.
Yes.
You knew that.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
He's a big deal, and that's why I want to cook him a good menu.
You want to cook him a
Yeah,
good
I want to
menu.
cook him some good food.
You do know that we're doing better than any place in the
I'm
neighborhood.
not talking about how much money we're making. I'm talking about creatively, the food that we're serving. It's the same food we've been serving for 5 years.
You remember what happened when you put guts on the menu? Huh?
Are you talking about my sweetbreads? Is that what you mean by guts?
Yeah, people don't like it. Not one person ordered your sweetbreads. Please listen to me. I sank a fortune into the remodel to get you the French cookie top, whatever it is, that tabletop.
French cooking suite.
Right. Not every chef gets that.
No,
You know
I
why you
appreciate
get
it.
it?
I appreciate
You know why? Because you deserve it.
But the way that he does it is, I feel like a pattern that I've recognized in most of Jon Favreau's works is that he puts his all into all that he does. Any project that he does, especially The Mandalorian. There's also, I think he directed a couple of other Star Wars, like Boba Fett, I believe.
He's basically, him and David Filoni are the shepherds of the
Of
Star Wars
Star- yeah.
franchise right now. At least the television division. That's why it's so good.
Yeah, so when he does something, he does it so amazingly. It's just, he's so creative with his work, and especially with Chef, he managed to make a beautiful story out of something so, it was just so heartwarming seeing that movie. And I think, well, to me, it stuck. It stuck with me. Even when I watched it the first time, I knew that I was gonna love it.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, looking at his filmography, he does favor this kind of movie. For a while, he was quite busy with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And because that is so overwhelming, he wanted to do something that was more pulled back, something that's more restrained. And this is a passion project of his.
This felt like a very grounded movie, something that almost anyone can relate to.
Exactly. And I think he even walked away from directing Iron Man 3 just to focus on this film.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because it's been something that he wanted to do for a while, and because the Iron Man films were so successful, it gave him enough clout to be able to get funding for his own passion project.
That's a really smart move. He made a smart move. He knew he had a vision, and he just went for it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, for a lot of directors in Hollywood, they say one's for you, one's for me. So they would direct a film that they might not be 100% into, but it will help them pave the way to get funding for their own dream works or dream projects.
For sure.
And that's what happened here.
Yeah.
And I think the success of this is evident when you notice that there's a spin-off for Chef. I'm not sure if you heard about this.
I haven't heard of this, no.
So it's called The Chef Show.
Wow, okay.
So it's Jon Favreau traveling from city to city in the U.S. in the same food truck.
I've seen that. It's
There
on
we go, yeah.
It's on a streaming, I think it's on Disney Plus, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah. I think I watched an episode of it as well. It was great. I love shows like that where they try to take a project and make more out of it because they see the potential in it. And he saw the potential in the movie Chef, and he decided to
Expand on it.
expand. Yeah.
Because it's not just a movie, like it's not a one and done. It's something that he's really into.
Yeah.
He invested a huge part of his time into this movie. He put his heart and soul into it, and not only was it successful, he wanted to build upon that success in between big projects that pop up here and there.
And I think that's so smart, and he's always been so smart with his projects and the way that he handles his work with Hollywood.
I mean, his success is our gain, I would say.
Dude, where were you, man?
What? I went shopping.
You went shopping? I called you, man. I texted you.
We got
Where
beignets,
were
and
you?
we went.
You got beignets? Where were you? I've been calling you for the last half hour. Why don't you pick up your phone, man?
My phone was on vibrate.
You put your
Chill
phone
out.
on vibrate.
What's the big deal?
That's
I'll help
nice.
you. I'm
Chill
sorry.
Out. Chill out. Take a look. Just take a look. Take a look. Please take a look.
Is that for us?
That's for us.
The whole line's for us?
Can you believe that? Oh my God.
All right, so I guess we gotta cook some food.
Gotta cook some food.
All
man.
right, so you good with prep?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get through this. You ready?
I'm ready, boss.
Okay, buy me 5 minutes.
The star of the film is the food. Let's not forget the mouth-watering dishes. One of the highlights has to be the Cubano sandwich Carl makes, which becomes a real symbol of his return to culinary joy. It's simple, but you can see the passion behind it. It's like it's the film's message in a bite, doing something with heart and soul.
That's what I love about this movie. It's not about the fancy, complicated stuff. It's about the basics. It's about good ingredients, simple techniques, and the love you put into it. Plus, it's a movie that gives us a glimpse into the real-world challenges of being a chef. The long hours, the creative frustrations, and the balance between personal and professional life.
And that's what makes Carl's relationship with his son so touching. Percy really helps push Carl to embrace the next chapter of his life. They have this wonderful father-son dynamic that's just so relatable and so very genuine. The scenes of them working together on the food truck are so full of warmth.
Definitely, and let's talk about the supporting cast. You got Sofia Vergara as Carl's ex-wife Ines, who is an important figure in Carl's life and his journey. And then there's the hilarious and dynamic duo of John Leguizamo as Martin, Carl's loyal friend and partner in the food truck, and Bobby Cannavale as Tony, who brings a lot of humor and heart to the story.
Today, we are focusing on one of the most mouth-watering scenes in the film, the Cubano sandwich scene. And it's not just a sandwich, it's a symbol of Chef Carl Casper's return to his roots and his love for simple, high-quality food.
2 slices of
cheese. 1, 2, 2 pickles.
Two pickles.
Big pickles, nice. 1, 2. Now watch this. Take this mustard from end to end.
Okay.
You go side to side, not forward and back. Now, this is the most important part. This is what makes it a cubano.
Okay.
Take the butter. See that?
Yeah.
On top. Take a little bit. Butter the griddle. In. Just like that. Now watch. I want you to watch for the bread to get golden. I want you to watch for the cheese to melt.
Carl is a talented chef who makes his way back into the Cubano sandwich that sparked his creativity and his love for cooking.
Exactly. The scene takes place when Carl prepares the iconic Cubano for his first big day with the food truck. After a string of setbacks, it's a moment of triumph and self-expression for him. You can feel his passion for food in the way he carefully assembles the sandwich. The perfect balance of flavors, the crispy bread, the tangy mustard, the melt-in-your-mouth beef. It's a work of art.
Exactly, and we are lucky enough to have our own chef, Ali Yosif, who will make us the famous Cubano sandwich. Let's hand over to him.
Hi everyone, I'm Chef Ali Yosif, and today we're making the mouth-watering beef and turkey capuano sandwich from the movie Chef. To start with, we have small ingredients. I got Dijon mustard, I've got pickled cucumbers, I've got cranberry, I've got Swiss cheese, mortadella, turkey, and pulled pressed beef. Start first, let's cut the bread. 2 halves. On the top part where we're going to put the mustard. Just sprayed it and then in the bottom, we're going to put a cranberry jam. We're going to start with beef on the bottom. Turkey mortadella. Followed by cheese. Then finally, we're going to place the pickled cucumber. This is it. Now we close it. Now, if you don't have a toaster at home, you can just take a pan, heat it, put the sandwich, and then put another heavy skillet on top of it for about 5 to 8 minutes. And then until it gets browned or toasted, then you can take it out and cut it. Like, let's put it in the toaster. Sandwich is ready. And if you want to get your cheese more melted, you can keep it for longer. It's all right. Time to cut it.
3 equal pieces.
Let's see what we got.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, hot.
Ah, be safe.
Look at that cheese.
Oh my God, man.
This is it, Chef.
This is it.
This is it. This is it.
Incredible.
This is
Empingao.
Oh, no.
Empingao, man. So, is it good?
It's amazing.
And And here it is, the star of the movie, Chef, which is the Capuano sandwich.
Welcome back. This looks and smells amazing. What do you think, Ahmed?
Honestly, this looks glorious.
It does. It also looks very neat. You know, it's
It's-
not too messy. It's completely different than the chili.
Wait, I think you're happy it's not as messy as the previous.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Wait, take this.
All right.
This is
I'll let you.
this is a
dig
beautiful
in.
cross section.
It is.
Oh, shall I go first?
Yeah. Go
All right.
ahead. I'm just trying to like take in the beauty. Trying to take a look around, see what it has to offer. So I'm seeing pickles, seeing cheese, seeing beef.
You know what? This is an impressive sandwich.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's very decadent.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be like a simpler sandwich, but it's just packed with flavor, and the beef is amazing. Go for
Okay.
it.
I'll give it a try.
There you go. I think I loved all the layers that he packed here. Like you have the steak, and then you have turkey, I believe, and a good, generous helping of cheese.
Hmm.
And the pickle actually does enhance the sandwich, doesn't it?
I can taste a bit of like barbecue.
I was wondering what the sweetness was.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it's barbecue. Tastes really nice. How's-
I think you're right.
So, what do you think made this sandwich stand out the most in the film? If I'm not mistaken, there was also another sandwich that was in the film that was being made. It was the grilled cheese sandwich. Jon Favreau took his time to
Like the
pay
perfect
attention to
grilled cheese.
to make the perfect grilled cheese. So, what do you think made this one stand out more in the grilled cheese? Besides, other than the fact that, you know, it obviously has more ingredients, but what made it stand out?
I think to me, like, see, I love grilled cheese. I love to make grilled cheese. It's probably one of the few things that I actually know how to make in the kitchen. But with a Cubano, it's not something that anyone can do, you know?
Yeah.
You need to have a certain understanding of the craft.
Yeah.
And it goes back to where he used to live in Miami. It's traditional to be served a Cubano sandwich there. It's a
Yeah.
popular sandwich there. And so for him to get in touch with his roots through the sandwich, it's something that was monumental in the movie.
It was really nice seeing him go back to his trying to explore more from his culture, and it was also kind of a way of like understanding yourself a bit more.
Right, buddy, I need you to get me a crowd.
Yes, chef. All right. You know it. Mira, mira, papi chulo, mami chula.
And he was also willing to explore so much about different cultures as well as his own. So it was cool seeing him actually take the time to explore his own culture through this dish.
Oh, absolutely. And by doing so, he was able to connect with the people that he lost on the way to that
Yeah.
journey. Because I believe like every chef dreams of being a Michelin star chef.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about in the previous film.
Yeah,
right?
a
The
100-foot journey. Yeah.
But this film shows you like a contrast of that, in that just because everyone else has this dream, doesn't necessarily mean that it should be yours.
Yeah, you can pave the way to your own road. Is that the same?
Absolutely, yeah.
Pave the way to your own road.
Oh yeah, and sometimes your happiness comes with a simpler answer than what you may think it is. So he wasn't into like the hoity-toity fancy food. This is what fueled his creative juices.
Exactly.
And we first saw that when he was making the grilled cheese sandwich for Scarlett Johansson's character. Because you see so much love that he's putting into making something so simple. It's basically, it's cheese and toast.
He's paying so much attention to the detail, because I feel like that's how Carl Casper is. He's the type of person who really just loves the art of cooking more than just the idea of cooking, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, most people in modern day society would be focused on the restaurant getting 5 stars, especially in the show The Bear.
Yeah.
I think it was mentioned several times that they want to get the star. I like how they, in this movie, they focused on the artistic aspect of cooking, where cooking isn't just about the food that you consume, but it's also about the creativity that goes into it and how it brings people together.
We got 12 all day, 12 all day. 12 all day, all right, I got 4 right here. Behind you. That one's done, good. I got 2 right back here. 2 here.
Sorry.
Here you go, got another one right back here. Right there.
And it's not just that, it's how he's able to reclaim what he is. Because he could have just maintained the status quo and stuck with Dustin Hoffman's character, but he wanted more to himself. He wanted to rediscover what made him love the craft originally.
Exactly, yeah. That was a really cool theme to discover.
I love how the Cubano becomes a metaphor for Carl's journey. It's simple but so full of meaning. And I think the moment that really resonates is because at the end of the day, food isn't just about the ingredients. It's about the love, the intention, and the personal connection we bring to it.
There's something so satisfying about watching Carl go from back to the basics and create the sandwich with such precision, especially when you think about the complexity of his earlier fine dining career. It's like he's rediscovering the joy of cooking again.
My favorite moment in the movie has to be the confrontation he has with the critic in the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Like that meltdown that he had, because I think it's such a cool thing, because yeah, he did get that bad review, but he was trying to redeem himself. But for whatever circumstances, he didn't get to do that. And most people thought it was what the food that was being served was by him. So he was justified in being angry, but the meltdown that happened and the fallout on social media was quite interesting to watch. And to me, it's just the range that Favreau brings to the role, the excitement, the anger, and later on the obliviousness. It's just wonderful, and I love that scene.
Let's go into the back of the house.
Stop it for a second. I've been waiting to talk to this prick for a long time.
Okay.
I am not cloying. I am not needy. I don't care what you think. You're not getting to me. I'm not needy. Chocolate lava cake is not just undercooked chocolate cake. That's not what makes the center molten. You take a frozen cylinder of ganache and you set it in the ramekin so that as the outside cooks fully, the inside becomes molten. Okay. And you don't do anything. What do? You sit and you eat and you vomit those words back to make people laugh. You're not getting to me.
Okay.
You're not getting to me.
Okay, Carl.
He's not getting to me.
No,
It was truly wonderful. My favorite scene would probably have to be, it's a pretty simple one, but the scene that I think I mentioned earlier was the scene of him perfecting the grilled cheese sandwich and then later giving it to his son with the nice jazz music playing in the background. I thought it was very beautifully filmed. The cinematography was amazing, and the attention to detail in that scene was just phenomenal.
Yes, dress you so right. Girl, you know, there's no other place I'd be right now, holding hands with my baby. So I'm gonna love you until the sun comes up. Be that extra sugar you need in your cup. From this love, there's no holiday. From this love, we won't take a break, no. From this love.
It is a wonderful scene, and you know what? I think we should convince Chef Ali to make us a grilled cheese.
For
What do you
sure,
think?
yeah. We should give it a try.
Sure.
It's definitely a feel-good film, not just about food, but about following your passion, embracing second chances, and finding joy in the little things. If you're someone who's ever felt stuck or unfulfilled, Carl's journey will definitely resonate with you. So there you have it, people, a little taste of Cubano sandwiches. If you haven't watched the movie, it's a must-see. Chef is one of those rare films that leaves you with a smile on your face and maybe even an appetite for something tasty.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. Let me thank our Chef Ali Yosif once again, and thank you for watching, and see you next time in Film and Flavor. Goodbye.